Join me on a journey to embrace your Cavella life. Hi friends, thanks so much for joining me. My name is Rachel. Welcome to your yin practice. So we will begin with a 15-minute warm-up and then make our way down onto our mat for our yin practice. So if you're ready, let's begin. So let's come to our feet, coming to the top of the mat. Let's roll the shoulders back. Maybe close the eyes or keep the gaze straight ahead. Just coming to the present moment. Arriving on your mat. Begin to let go of anything that no longer serves you. Start to notice that breath. Gently inhaling, drawing the breath deep into the lungs, filling and expanding the lungs. Taking that breath all the way down into the belly. And then exhale, letting go of all that stale used air. And as you exhale, letting go of anything that no longer serves you. And as you move through your practice, connecting the breath with the movement, always coming back to the breath, deepening, lengthening that breath. Let's slowly inhale, floating the arms up. Exhale, bring the palms together, hands into the heart center. Inhale up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, bending the knees, roll through the spine, float the arms. Lift and lengthen, ground the feet. Exhale, back bend, gently press those hips forward. Exhale, hands to heart. 2 more just like that. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Roll through the spine. Float the arms. Lift and lengthen. Exhale, back bend. Hands to heart. Inhale up. Exhale. Lead with the heart. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Roll all the way up, rolling through that spine. Lift and lengthen, lifting the torso out of the hips. Exhale, back bend. Hands to heart. Adding on, inhale up. Exhale. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Step that right foot, left foot, high plank. Holding here. Push the breath through the entire body. Make sure you have that alignment, stacking the shoulders over the wrist, spread the fingers nice and wide. Create that base, that foundation. Breathing, lengthening here. Draw the navel to the spine, supporting the lower back. building some internal heat. And then gently lower the knees, the chest, the chin coming all the way down onto the belly. Take the palms outside the chest, elbows to the sky, pin those legs together. Inhale, peel the chest for baby cobra. Exhale, lower down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, last one. Exhale. Press through the palms. Come into tabletop, tuck the toes, lift the hips to the sky, coming into your first downward facing dog. And then take whatever movements you need here, pedal the heels, bend the knees, move the hips. Maybe shake the head. Let any tension in the neck, shoulders start to melt away. Draw the shoulder blades down the back. And then lifting the heels, let's walk back to the top of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Roll all the way up. Sweep the arms. Lift and lengthen. Exhale, back bend. Hands to heart. One more just like that. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Left leg, right leg, hold your plank. Option to maybe take some knee taps or just spine stillness in your plank. Modify if you need to, grounding the knees. And then hold here, find your plank. Lower down, knees, chest, chin, take it down. Inhale, peel that chest, baby cobra 3 times. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Press through the palms, tabletop, tuck the toes. Downward facing dog. Sternum drops down, hips raise up. Gaze past the knees. Lowering the heels a little closer to the ground. Feel those hamstrings lengthening. Breathe, 2 deep breaths here. Lifting the heels, walk the feet. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Roll through that spine. Float the arms. Lift and lengthen. Exhale. Hands to heart. Inhale, hold here. Utkatasana, reaching up. Sink the hips. Chair pose. Relax the shoulders. Tuck that pelvis slightly. Chair squats. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Inhale, hold here, last one. Big arms, dive it down, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, walk, step, or float the feet. High plank. If you're ready, chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Baby cobra or upward facing dog. Roll the shoulders back. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Adding on here, right leg floats up for your 3-legged dog. Square the hips, shoulders to the ground. Drop that left heel. Really extend through that right leg. Float that right foot to meet the left foot. Down dog. Hold here or flow through high plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Left leg floats up to the sky, three-legged dog. Squaring the shoulders, the hips first. Lift that leg. Drop that right heel. Float the left foot to meet the right foot, down dog. High plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. 2 breaths here. Find a little bit more space, a deeper expression in your downward facing dog. Breathe. Walk, step, or float the feet. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold back to your chair pose. Big inhale up. Exhale, chair squats. Inhale. Exhale. 4 more. 3, 2, last one. Hold here. Bring those hands into prayer heart center, holding here. Take your twist over to the right. Twisting from that belly button, the rib cage. Relax through the right shoulder. Breathe. And then come back to center. Stay nice and low. Big inhale, straighten the knees. Exhale, hands to heart. Sweep the arms. Utkatasana, chair pose. Gazing up. Hands to prayer. Exhale, take that twist. Relax that left shoulder. Breathe. Twist a little bit more. Exhale, come back to center. Stay nice and low. Big inhale up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, sweep those arms. Exhale, sink the hips, chair. Big arms, dive it forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, walk, step, or float the feet. High plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. 2 deep breaths here. And that's our warm up. Slowly float the knees down. Exhale, coming into your extended child's pose, sinking the hips to the heels, chest to the thighs. Take the arms nice and wide. An option to keep the knees close or take a wide-legged child's pose, taking the knees apart. Maybe the forehead touches the ground, stimulating that third eye, the eye of intuition. And just take a moment here to slow down the breath, the mind. Start to go inward, reconnecting with yourself. Maybe notice where the body is holding any tension, resistance, and start to push the breath to that area. Reaching through the fingertips, externally rotating those shoulders out, starting to open up the upper body, the upper back, the lower back. Stay connected to the breath. And slowly let's float up into our tabletop position. And then walking the hands out, we're going to come all the way down, lowering the hips, coming down onto the belly. And coming into our Sphinx pose, stacking the shoulders over the elbows, creating a nice base, and just holding here, maybe taking the legs wide, resting on the tops of the feet. Keep the gaze straight ahead or close the eyes. Nice and long, neutral in the neck. Relax the shoulders, make sure they're drawing away from the ears. And as you settle in here, start to relax every muscle in the body, the legs, the glutes, the arms. And then once you feel pretty settled and relaxed, start to puff the chest forward and lift through the crown. And just notice the sensations in the lower back. Check in, make sure you're not clenching or holding on anywhere. Remember, in our yin practice, the muscles are on vacation, really focusing on the joints, the connective tissues, the fascia, creating some space in those areas, searching for that edge, that point of resistance. And once you find it, just hold there and breathe. Arms and shoulders start to get tired, try to mentally shift that energy towards the lower body. Just try to relax, let go. Focus on the breath. Take any weight out of the palms, the forearms. Keep lifting through the spine, through the crown, puffing the chest forward. that lower back stronger. Slowly release, lowering the chest. Take the arms out in front, maybe stacking the palms and resting the forehead on the palms. Close the eyes. And from here, start to bend that right knee, drawing that right heel towards the right glute. Just starting to feel a nice stretch in that right quad, the front of the right thigh. And just breathe here. Keep drawing that heel closer to the glute. And then slowly float that right foot back down, extending through that right knee, and then switching to the opposite leg, bending the left knee, draw that left heel towards the left glute. Stay with the breath. Draw that left heel closer. And slowly release, extending, floating that left foot back down. And take the palms outside the chest, elbows to the sky. Press into those palms. Come back nice and slow. into your extended child's pose, taking those hips all the way to the heels. Stretch it out. And then floating back up to tabletop. Walk those palms out, lower the hips, coming back down onto the belly. Taking the arms out in front, we're going to come back into Sphinx pose. Take those legs wide. Stack the shoulders over the elbows. And then an option to stay right here or come into seal, lifting the elbows, the forearms, going a little deeper into that spine, that mid-back. Relax the muscles. Keep lengthening through the spine, the crown. Relax the shoulders. Just breathe here. If you're in seal and it gets to be too much, just find your way back to Sphinx pose. Nice, deep, steady breath. And slowly release, lowering the forearms, the elbows, take the chest back down. Stacking the palms, rest that forehead. And from here, bending that right knee, but this time just sliding it along the ground. Coming into a hip opener, half frog here. Maybe try to keep the right heel in alignment with that right knee. You might not feel much going on, or maybe you feel a lot going on. Just take this time to relax, reconnect with yourself, your breath. Slowly release, sliding that right leg back. And then we're just going to switch legs here. Bending the left knee, sliding it forward, maybe even with the hip. Align that left ankle with that left knee. And just breathe, surrender here. Allow that left hip to gently open up. Nice deep inhale through the nose and exhale out the nose. And slowly start to slide that left leg back. And take the palms outside the chest, elbows to the sky. Press back, lifting up into tabletop. Take the hips back, coming into your extended child's pose. Stretch out that lower back, the hips. Inhale, floating up, coming into tabletop. And from tabletop, make sure you have that alignment. Let's just move through a couple of cat-cows here. Just moving that spine, so letting the belly drop, tuck the toes, gaze up. Coming into cow, exhale, round. Inhale. And just move with your own breath. And then make your way back into that neutral tabletop position. I'm going to start to come into a shoulder stretch, so keeping those hips stacked, walk the palms out, coming into your melting heart. Walk those palms out. Let that chest drop. Maybe the forehead touches, maybe you lower down towards the chin. Start to feel the upper back, the shoulders, the chest opening up. And just slowly easing the chest closer and closer to the ground. Relax through the feet. Search for that edge, that point of resistance, tension, maybe a little discomfort. When you find that edge, just hold and breathe. Then allow the body to just surrender to the work. Just naturally find space, relaxing, letting go. Staying with that nice, deep, steady breath. Use the breath as a tool to go deeper. And then slowly release, coming all the way back down onto the belly. Back into Sphinx pose, this time bringing the palms together. And find your Sphinx pose, puffing the chest forward, lift through the crown, and then gently bend both knees this time, drawing the heels towards the glutes. Feel that deep quad stretch. And then slowly release, float those feet down. And then stacking the palms, rest the forehead. Then bending both knees again. Try to draw those heels a little bit closer. And then floating the feet back down, extending through the knees. Take those palms outside the chest, pressing up. Find your extended child's pose, stretch it out. Floating up, come into tabletop. Maybe walk the palms out. Find your plank pose. And then option here to flow through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, down dog. Maybe pedal the heels, bend the knees, move the hips. Just take whatever movements you need to kind of loosen up here. And find stillness in your down dog. And shifting our focus into the hips now. Let's float the right leg up for three-legged dog. Bend the knees, stack the hip. Draw the knee into the chest, stepping through for dragon pose or low lunge. So from here, option to stay right in dragon, or if you'd like, go right into lizard pose. So we're gonna go right nice and deep into those hips. If you're coming in for lizard, walk that right palm inside the right foot and start to walk the right foot out. Or just hold right in your dragon pose. Take whatever variation you'd like here in lizard. Just notice that right hip, how it feels. If you're feeling tension resistance right away, just take it slow. Maybe try different variations just to see what feels good for you or what your body needs. Gradually allow yourself to go deeper. Wherever you are, just stay with the breath. Maybe take a twist if you're in lizard, if that feels good. Keep working that chest closer to the ground, lowering the hips closer to the ground. Slowly start to come back to center. If you're in a twist, start to come back up onto the palms. If you're in lizard, walk that right foot in. And then just coming into a counter stretch, forward fold over that right leg. Shift the hips back. Flex through the right foot. Inhale, exhale, let the chest drop closer. And then slowly release, come back to dragon. And let's flow it out. I'm going to tuck the left toes, extend that right leg, just stretch it out, three-legged dog. Exhale, float the right foot to meet the left foot, down dog. Pedal the heels, bend the knees, shake it out a little bit here, and then you can hold in your down dog or flow through high plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. And pedal those heels if you need to. And then switching legs, left leg, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, stack the hip. Draw that leg into the chest, stepping through for dragon. So just repeating whatever you did on the right side, on the left side. If you went into lizard, go for lizard. If you held in dragon, just stay right there. Just slowly make your way into your pose. Don't rush into the postures. Take your time. Listen to your body. Stay with that deep, steady breath. Go for a twist if that feels good. To slowly make your way out of the twist. If you're still in the twist, come back to center. Maybe start to walk back up onto the palms, walking that left foot back in, coming back into dragon. Then exhale, shift the hips back, coming into that forward fold. Let the chest drop to the thighs. Maybe flex the left foot. Deep inhale. Exhale, fold. And then slowly coming back to the top of your mat. Tuck the right toes. Left leg to the sky. Three-legged dog, stretch it out. Exhale. Down dog. High plank. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, down dog. And let's lower the knees. And then come back to your child's pose. So if you have any knee issues, maybe just stay right here in child's pose. Otherwise, we're gonna float up to seated. You're gonna take a nice deep quad stretch here. So maybe slightly moving towards the top of your mat. Let those heels kind of come out to the sides. Taking the heels next to the hips. You can stay right here. So take this in stages. You can stay right here or start to come back onto the forearms. Just check in, see how that feels. If you have any pain or any issues in the knees, then back off. You can stay in a child's pose or flip onto the belly and just bend both knees like we did earlier. If you're feeling pretty good and you want to start to lower down onto the back, maybe taking the hands to the heels first, start to settle in here. Just notice what's going on in the quads, the hips. If you feel pretty good, option here to float the arms up overhead, taking hands to opposite elbows. Just let the shoulders settle, chest open up, and just settle here and breathe. Close the eyes. Feel any tension, resistance, just leaving the body. Staying with that breath, always knowing you have the breath to calm you, to settle you, to help you get through. And check-ins. Maybe notice when you first came into this posture, maybe what the tension felt like, and now how it shifted, maybe lessened. That's the body doing its magic, releasing, surrendering. Allowing yourself to stay with that nice, deep, steady breath helps your body in your yin practice, your yoga practice in life. And slowly, mindfully make your way out of this posture. So float those arms back. Maybe take the hands to the ankles first. Find the elbows, the forearms. And slowly walking up onto the palms. Coming back up to seated. And take the palms forward, coming up onto the knees. Coming into your tabletop. And then option, flow through chaturanga. Nice and slow. Downward facing dog. Maybe pedal those heels, bend the knees, move the hips. Find your down dog here. Walk the feet towards the top of your mat. Taking the feet hips width, coming into ragdoll. So softening the knees, take both hands to the elbows if that feels good for you. Just let that whole upper body hang. Maybe sway from side to side. And then find stillness here, shifting the weight towards the toes. Feel those hamstrings lengthening. Feel gravity just drawing the body closer to the earth. The chest folding closer to the thighs. The hips lifting up higher. And then releasing the fingertips back down towards the ground. Take the feet out slightly, toes facing out, and just slowly lower the hips, coming into Malasana. Take those elbows inside the knees, hands into prayer. Close the eyes. Just take a moment here to thank yourself for your beautiful practice. Hopefully you're feeling more open in the body and mind. More centered, more connected to yourself. And then from here, we're just going to, however is good for you, just slowly lower down to the ground. Extend the legs out in front. Reach forward, round the spine. And slowly make your way onto your back. And hug those knees into the chest. Give yourself a nice big hug. Release the arm and the leg. Maybe ground those arms alongside the body, palms facing down. Bend. Find your happy baby. Bend those knees. from side to side or straighten the knees. Feel the shoulders grounding, the hips grounding, the entire grounding into the earth. And slowly bring the soles of the feet together. Release your yogi toe grip, let the knees drop. Float the arms overhead. Coming into Supta Baddha Konasana. And let's take that left palm to the heart, right palm to the belly button. Knees drop to the ground. Just come back to the breath. Feel the belly rise, the belly fall. Feel the chest rise and the chest fall. Coming into our final posture. You can stay here or go right into Shavasana, extending the legs, taking up a lot of space here, opening up the arms, palms to the sky. Feel free to stay in your Shavasana as long as you like, gaining all the wonderful benefits it provides. If you'd like to join me in closing out your practice, start to bring your awareness back, bring some movement into the toes, the fingers, the hands, the feet. Inhaling, floating the arms up overhead. Bend the knees. Then gently roll on to the right side, just coming into a fetal position. Taking some nice deep breaths there. Slowly, maybe keeping the eyes closed, start to make your way back to a comfortable seated position. Roll the shoulders back, lengthening through the spine, crown to the sky. Closing out our practice with 3 cleansing breaths. Big inhale, nose. Exhale, let it go. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank yourselves for starting your day in a positive and healthy way. As you go through the rest of your day and the days ahead, continue to make those positive and healthy decisions. Be good to yourself. Be kind, be gentle. May there always be peace in your heart, peace in your words, and peace in your mind. Have a beautiful day. Namaste.
I hope you enjoyed your journey today. If you would like to see new classes, please remember to subscribe, like, visit our website at cavelalife.com, become a member on our Patreon account. By becoming a member, it allows us to create new classes. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Cavella Life. Thank you so much. Namaste.